And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use Zoho Inventory. So having said that, let's jump into the video. So it is not free. There is a pricing plan, but we'll get into that later. You can see Zoho is a all-in-one tool. They have tons and tons of different options available, but we can go ahead and sign up for free and get started. So we're going to click on sign up for free, and to sign up we just go ahead and enter in the company name, email address, password, location, and then agree. Or we can just continue with Google as well, or any of the socials that are available. So I'm going to continue with Google. All right, so I just had to update my time zone, and after that I'm good to go. So there we go. Next, you have to go ahead and set up your organization. So you have to fill out this form where you have your organization name, the industry, the location, currency, and other option as well, and then click on get started. So I'm going to fill out this form and catch you guys in a sec. All right, so after filling out this form, just simply click on get started, and it's going to take you to your dashboard where you can go ahead and get started with your inventory. And here we go. So this is going to be your inventory. Over here on the left hand side, you can have all of your options. Here you have your dashboard, like a getting started section where it'll just show you what you need to get started with by configuring your inventory, configuring the purchase module, configuring the sales module, and dispatching your orders. So here we have our inventory. So let's go ahead and create a few items within the shop. So let's go ahead and click on create items. It'll take us directly to the inventory, which we can access through the left hand side of this navigation bar. And here we have items. Here we can go ahead and say what type of item is it. Is it a good or is it service? By adding in the name, the SKU, the units, and uploading the images of the product, up to 15 images, and each exceeding not 5 MBs in size, and filling out all the other information, we can go ahead and get started with the inventory. So let's go ahead and upload the image. Let's go with the black t-shirt. So this is going to be the first one. We can upload more of them, but we'll just go with a plain t-shirt. You can add whatever SKU number you want, and here you can add the unit. This is going to be the weight in which it is measured. So let's say it's measured in grams. We can leave it at that. And then we have length, depth, width, and height. You can add whatever you want over here. Weight is in grams, so we'll go with 200 grams. I think that's good. And dimensions, of course I don't have the exact dimensions, but you can fill it out whatever you want. But let me go ahead and see what the average t-shirt is. All right, so this chart shows us the measurements. So for the large one, it's going to be 50 centimeters in width and 71 in length. So coming over here, length, width, so this is going to be 71 and 50.5. So I don't know the height, but I suppose this is the height, which is the width over here. Length is 71. Height should be the exact same. So I'll just go with that. Weight is going to be 200 grams. Manufacturer, here you can add the manufacturer, but since we don't have any, we can go ahead and click on the manage button and add the manufacturer, and we can add the selling price. So let's say it's 20 quids, and cost is going to be around 8. And here you can add discount if you want, but account is going to be the cost of goods. And this is the account for the sales one. I feel like, yeah, I think that's okay. And we can add the description as well. And inventory number, here we can have inventory assets. That's the inventory account. And inventory valuation method, we can go with the first in, first out, or weight up, average costing, whatever you want. But let's go with the FIFO. And opening in stock. So we'll go with 50, and opening stock rate per unit, the rate at which you bought each item of the opening stock. This one I'm not sure. It could be the exact same of this one, but let's go with 8 per unit. Yeah. And then reorder point, when the stock reaches to reorder point, a notification will be sent to you. So we'll go with 10, and then click on save, and boom, the item will be saved like that. Okay, I have 2 of them because the other one was not saving. I thought maybe something was wrong, so I accidentally saved it twice, but that's fine. We have it right here. And now that we have an item within the inventory, we can add more of them later, but we also have inventory groups. So here we can group specific items. So we can create a standalone item or service that you buy and sell, create multiple variants of the same item. So we'll go with new group, and we'll go with, over here you can add the group name, the description, units, and whatever. We also have composition items with group different items together and sell them as a single item. Like let's say you sell a whole item, shirts, jeans, belt, shoes, whatever you want. Then you can add like a pricing list over here, tweak your pricing list for your inventory and your items. And here you have your inventory adjustments. And currently there's no data, but that's fine. And then we have our sales where we can add customers, our sale orders, packages, shipment, invoices, payment, sales route, and credit and debit notes. We can also add purchase orders as well, like for example, other options when it comes to purchasing, like vendors, expenses, and payments made, vendor credits, bills, and everything. So all in all, pretty cool option. And this is how the inventory or the dashboard actually would look like. And here you can see all of your sales activity, your inventory summary, items detail, top selling items, your purchase order, and your sales order as well. So now let's go ahead and jump right into the sales section over here and create a few customers. So you got to create a few customers, and then you can go ahead and select vendors. So here you can see we have contact types, you've got customers, and then you've got vendors, right? When you have customers, you can go ahead and process orders, send out packages, and you can go ahead and track your inventory as you make your sales. So click on create new customer, and here you've got customer type, business or individual. We're going to select individual. Primary contact is going to be their salutations, so Mr., Mrs., whatever, and then their first name, last name, the company name, the display name. Over here you can type the Mr., and here you have your email address, your phone that you're going to add, and then you have other details and other fields like addresses, contact persons, custom fields, reporting, remarks, all of that. And after adding all of this, now you can go ahead and move on to the next section where you can add other details like currency, address, contacts, and other ones. But for now, we're going to click on save and leave it at that. And there we go. We now have a contact created and a contact added. Next, you can move on to the sales orders over here. Here you can create sales orders. All right, you can manage them. Customer request will create a sale order, convert it to open, confirm sale order, convert sale order to invoice, get paid. If it's low on stock, convert sale order to purchase order, and then receive the goods, and then convert it into the sales order, and then to invoice, and then get paid. It's as simple as that. So pretty cool, right? So here you can create a sales order as soon as, let's say, a customer has asked you to create or, emailed you for a order. You go ahead and add that, add the sales order number, the reference if you have one, start date, expiry date, due on receipt, and delivery method. You can go ahead and select which one you want, but currently we don't have any, so we'll leave it at that. But you can add it over here. Then you've got your timetable, the item, the quantity, everything. And then here you can go ahead and save and send at the very end. So pretty cool, right? So let's go ahead and add the items over here. So let's say we want this shirt right here. We got 50 pieces on site, and over here we got 20. The amount should be 20, and here the quantity is going to be, let's say he wants 20 pieces. All right, 400, that's fine. Subtotal is 400. If we want, we can give him a 10% discount, or so let's go with that, and that's going to be the final price. And then we can go ahead and click on this little arrow. We can save and confirm, and click on save and send, and there we go. So this is going to draft the email. This is going to be the order. It's going to have all the details, and then we can attach some invoices to it if we have, and then click on send, and we can send them this email for this order. So then we can move on to the next one where we have packages. Here we can have packages. We can add records, whether they're not shipped yet, whether they're being shipped and delivered and stuff like that. But yeah, got all these options over here, and it's as simple as that. So there you have it. That's how you can use it. That's how you use Zoho Inventory.